Welcome back to the channel, everybody. My name is Wade. Glad to be back at my desk talking about the XDC Network. In this video, we're going to be breaking down a brand new application, the XDC Trade Network. Boy, do I love the sound of that. What we have here is an all-in-one solution for companies to digitize trade documents. And with the recent passing of that digital trades law out in the United Kingdom, oh boy, I'm telling you, I did the digging on this platform, guys, and what I'm going to do is basically show you everything that I found. So sit tight, enjoy. I'm about to give you this game. Now, like I mentioned, all-in-one platform for trade finance companies. The key here is that these documents are going to be compliant under the MLETR laws, which is the model law for electronic transferable records. Have a full video discussing that in more detail. I'll have that linked under this video. This platform specifically, though, is going to focus their efforts. That's why I like it so much. So it's aimed at shippers, obviously. It will enable legal validity of electronic trade documents, increased efficiency through certainty, and support for new service offerings through interoperability. That all means that this platform will be able to plug in traditional TradeFi applications and allow them to migrate into the digital world, simply. And the fact that so many companies are excited about making this transition, it gives XDC the advantage. Something I was thinking about, when you compare a project like XDC to an XRP or even a Stellar Lumens, one barrier that XRP and XLM have when it comes to payments is that people still want cash. And that's a really big barrier for adoption, is getting people to feel safe with a digital transaction. With TradeFinex, you don't have that problem. So what I'm seeing as I'm putting all this information together is XDC kind of has a ramp to adoption here. All right. When I really get to thinking about it, gets me excited about what that future price is going to be. Now, this solution, the XDC Trade Network, also gives access to XDC's network of liquidity. This is important because what you have to do now is think about all of the XDC tokens in circulation. That's the source of the liquidity, right? So if at a certain point they want to expand that liquidity, or let's just say they have to because the demand is so high, yeah, that's when we'll start seeing that circulating supply gradually start to increase. And that's what we want. Another key detail here is the streamlining of the entire process itself. And guys, what they're focused on covers the entire spectrum. Take a look at this list here. Warehouse receipts, commercial invoices, bills of lading, insurance certificates, certificates of origin, packing list. I'll tell you, before I was a YouTuber, before I was a crypto guy, I worked in several warehouses, several factories. I have come across packing lists, certificates of origin, warehouse receipts, invoices all the time. When I tell you, a lot of warehouses and factories have specific rooms to throw that stuff away in. All right, that's space that they can be using for more processes. And that's why a lot of companies are so excited about this digitization. And again, with XDC being on the forefront, I really believe that the sky is the limit, man. Really do. Now, this is something that's very interesting as well. This is a solution that allows you to create MLETR compliant documents. So, like I said in the beginning, we have an all-in-one solution. Not only do they educate you on the process, but then they allow you to go ahead and get hands-on, right? And according to news that came out over the weekend, this is going to be live, going public as soon as September. As soon as September, folks. So we don't have that long to wait. And XDC is continuing its rally. As of today, it's up 8%. We're at 6 cents now. And I read an article over the weekend that said, thanks to some technical movements, we could be seeing 10 cents by the end of next month. Man, and then once this platform goes live, where's the price going to be after that? But again, they explain all of the documents here. And then this information, I really want you to digest A shipper can raise capital in exchange for the above documents created on an MLETR compliant solution. Shippers and liquid providers would be onboarded to our solution through a regulated digital custodian. Thus, we're bringing capital for all the trade documents created on an MLETR solution. There's big interest from the liquidity providers to address this asset class. Yes, it is. The one thing I want you to take away from that, though, is the ability to bridge liquidity for these companies. The liquidity that they are going to use is on the XDC network. The XDC network, in my humble opinion, is the perfect example of how a utility-driven asset will appreciate in price. It's the perfect example. We're seeing it play out ever since SBI VC Trade made the announcement that they would be using it and adding it to an exchange. What have we seen? Major liquidity incoming. All right. That's all I'm going to tell you. Now they're going to be open sourcing that liquidity to all of these companies. And speaking of, let's look at some of those companies, shall we? So first we have the IMDA, which, guys, check this out. That headline made it to Bloomberg. This is big. When you make it to Bloomberg, then you have a different type of investor paying attention. All right. That's very key. IMDA expands Singapore's international economic space through cross-border digital collaborations that enable businesses to connect and transact with counterparts worldwide. IMDA's TradeTrust framework harmonizes the legal recognition of digital documentations between various jurisdictions, which has adopted the United Nations Commission on International Trade Law, or the MLETR. TradeTrust is a framework that compromises globally accepted standards connecting governments and businesses to a public blockchain. This enables trusted interoperability of electronic trade documents across digital platforms. The next partner is Propine. This is a digital asset custodian, a licensed one from the Monetary Authority of Singapore. At the core of their solution is an application called Protect TM. It is a fully integrated digital asset custody platform that supports all major blockchains and tokens. It's an institutional grade solution providing the highest level of certified security, compliance, and granular governance policies for safeguarding multiple asset classes, including digital securities, crypto, stablecoins, NFTs, and fiat. And this is all under the Monetary Authority of Singapore. In addition, they also have an ISO 27001 certification, which we first stumbled upon talking about crypto.com. That is basically a certification that focuses on their ability to manage information security, right? Information security management systems as they go into. This Propine Protect application is going to be integrated into the XDC network, allowing borrowers and lenders to achieve what is called atomic settlement. This will all take place on the XDC network. Simply, atomic settlement breaks down a transaction into small little pieces, processes all of those pieces at once. That process is a lot faster than traditional transaction methods. Something that was fairly new to me. I hope I broke that down to you. So that way, now you have a new piece of info. Now, this last partner here, Yoda Plus. Smallest description, biggest implications in my opinion. They're an IT services company, specializes in blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, trade finance, and IoT. They're based in Mumbai, India, but they serve the US, the UK, the UAE, and Singapore. But check this out here. They have something called a decentralized lending pool, and it's built on the XDC network. And it also connects to the TradeFinex DeFi portal. Oh, that's another big one. We'll touch on that in just a second, but let's get a better understanding of the Yoda Plus lending pool. It is a revolutionary solution, builds on the blockchain core of their tokenization platform. You can leverage their DeFi lending pool as white label products to expand your investment portfolio into asset-backed tokens of the blockchain realm. So white label products will probably come with a lot of NDAs, so we won't hear company names specifically, but we'll still see that liquidity. The on-chain liquidity of the XDC network becomes accessible to your firm for investing in high return asset-backed tokens. The security, transparency, and smooth operation of the trade are ensured by open source smart contracts that govern these tokens. Did you catch that? The on-chain liquidity of the XDC network becomes accessible to your firm for investing in high return asset-backed tokens. Smallest description, biggest implication. They also make sure that these processes are adhering to delivery versus payment, which delivery versus payment takes it up the ladder a little bit. We're talking Agenda 2023, Financial Services Board, G20, all of that stuff. That delivery versus payment is crucial to the transition of digital payments. All right. Separate video. Not going to get that deep into it. What you need to see here is that through Yoda Plus, they're connecting companies to XDC's liquidity. And I truly believe that's going to be a driving factor in that price. Now, we were talking about TradeFinex, the DeFi portal here, right? What makes that so interesting to me is the fact that TradeFinex, powered by XDC, also allows you to make use of the Fathom FXD stablecoin. You guys remember that one, right? Well, I've been monitoring them. There is a lot of money coming in, and I'm curious if this is correlated with the price of XDC. It has to contribute in some sort of fashion. So, putting this all together, what you're seeing here is Yoda Plus as being one of the technology providers to the XDC trade network. They're going to allow companies to make use of TradeFinex, which will give them access to not only traditional bills of lading, invoices, guarantees, letters of credit, but XDC liquidity, as well as stablecoin deployment, which you can do through FXD. So what we're going to see over time is this list of tokens and pairs begin to expand. It's going to begin to expand. And as it does, I believe that the price is going to expand as well. It's going to be massive, guys. But that's all I got for this one. Just really wanted to show you the real implications of this new XDC trade network. They already got their hands tied in with the trade finance market in Singapore. And thanks to this relationship with the IMDA, it's going to get even crazier. If you want to find out more about that, I urge you to watch this video that's on the screen right now. If you found value in this content, of course, hit that like, subscribe, ring the notification bell so that way you don't miss the next one. And as always, have a great day. Have a prosperous day. And most importantly, if that money is digital, so is the hustle. I'm Wade Teamer. I'll see you in the next one.